Howdy. My name is Kyle Hickam. I'm a Lake Travis waterfront realtor. I am a real estate agent, but I'm not a born salesman. The best way I can sell property is to educate people about Lake Travis. And Lake Travis waterfront prices are actually a bargain compared to everything on the West Coast, East Coast, and even on Lake Michigan. One of the most important things that I suggest is to buy the deepest waterfront you can afford. The most important thing about having deep waterfront is summertime, all your friends can come over and you can jump in the lake. Here's one of the reasons why it's so important to buy deep waterfront property. If you'll notice over this way, we've got some docks sitting up on the land. Obviously their properties don't extend out to the lake. Buy deep water. Have I told you that before? The reason I love Lake Travis, the warm waters of Lake Travis in the summertime. We're the cleanest lake in Texas. The great fishing, watching the kids have fun. There's the best value on the lake you have, watching your kids have fun. You may own a half acre, an acre, but this lake is really an extension of your property. So you got all kinds of neighbors. You got Willie Nelson as a neighbor, Sandra Bullock as a neighbor. The nice thing about being on the waterfront, you've always got a great lake view. From one property to the next, it'll be different, but it's always a great way to unwind the day with that big lake view. Lake Bum TV, what it means to me. We started Lake Bum TV basically to educate people about Lake Travis, to give them more than just to go out and sell them a piece of property and be gone. I want to be with you for years, not just one deal. I want to come to your parties for years.
In fact, there's another customer right there.
Another waterfront customer. How are you? Yes. We'll be at the dock here in just a few minutes to pick you up. Some people have come out here and bought property, had no idea that this lake fluctuates. They come back in a couple months and what they thought was waterfront property is now a mud pit. You've got to know what you're buying. The most important value on this lake is the land underneath the water. This is one of the 5 lakes in the Highland Lake system. We have 2 that fluctuate, 3 that are constant level. A lot of people are used to the constant level lakes. They don't realize that Lake Travis goes up and down like it does. The nice thing about Lake Travis is you can boat on this lake year-round. I've been out here in the winter, of course, summer, spring. I think one of the best things about this lake, it always rates as the cleanest lake in Texas. I've been with people for 3 months to 3 years. And eventually when they buy something, they know they've been educated and they're all happy. And I can tell that by I'm still invited to all their parties. I've been out here on this lake for 23 years now. I'll be living the lake lifestyle till I die.
Right here we have kind of a special little spot at Flat Creek. We've actually tried to invent a venue, build a venue where people come not just to taste the wine, but to spend the afternoon. We're providing some music, we have dinners, we have special events for people. So we try to give them reasons to come back, make it a destination for them. Wine is an experience for people. It isn't just about what's in the glass. It's about who you're with. It's about understanding the whole of the experience. It's about understanding from the grape to the bottle.
I love bringing people here because it just has the ambiance of the hill country. You drive in here and you get the feeling that you have escaped. It's a really exciting adventure. And Madeline and Rick really just add to the event.
It's just a beautiful little drive from Round Rock, and it's a great destination. And the folks here are wonderful, and the wine is wonderful. The scenery is beautiful, and it's like every weekend is a little mini vacation.
We do have a nice portfolio of wines here, and they do extend from the realm of a nice dry red to a beautiful dry white Pinot Grigio to some sweeter wines that are Moscato based. What makes it all come together is that we've selected vines that do well in the climate and soils that we have a full-time winemaker talented enough to be able to take those good wines and turn them into a superior product. In addition to the vineyards, of course, we've got our 10,000 case winery, and that gives us enough production to be not just in Texas, but the rest of the world is starting to know who we are as well. When the magazine came out, we were actually surprised to see that we were named. What was even more surprising than being named one of the 50 most exciting places to taste wine in America was that we were the only winery that was named. There were a lot of wine bars and restaurants, but we were the single winery that they had mentioned. So that I guess it's a sort of a testament to how we do our tastings here at the winery in terms of both education and having a little fun while we're doing it. I think that's fabulous. The New York Times published not just an article that mentioned the Texas Hill Country as a destination, but specifically talked about the wineries. But there was an immense response to the winery portion of that Hill Country experience. We're increasing the size of the winery itself. We're putting in a dedicated tasting space. And then our event center, which is a lovely place to party, will be able to be dedicated more to events that are food, classroom related, and we'll be able to offer more opportunities for people to come out beyond just the tasting experience. I think what makes me feel good is come in and really enjoy tasting the wines, the wine experience that they have here, and telling us that they finally found wines that they enjoy and will continue to drink.